Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, for those of you in there at daixrp.com, the member group, the members only group, I'm going to go ahead and warn you, today is the day that I'm going to shock you, okay? So anybody who wants to really be shocked, today is the day. First, I want to show you all this. This is Joe Indoso. And he's the president of Link2, and he is interviewing Simon McLaughlin, okay, who's the CEO of Uphold. And you got to listen to this. They're talking about. Joe asked them to tell about what's going to happen as a result of this Ripple deal. How's it going to all work?
Recent development, which is a really exciting announcement that you guys made. So about 2 weeks ago. In terms of your partnership with Ripple, right? Describe for us what you're going to do as a partner of Ripple on their on-demand liquidity system and what the benefits are that you're going to deliver to Ripple, as well as what the benefits are to Uphold for that partnership.
Yeah, that's a great starting point, Joe. So, for people who aren't familiar with Uphold, what we do is allow people, companies, and institutional investors to move value from fiat currencies into cryptocurrencies and then across different blockchain networks. And the Ripple partnership is very important to us. So we're going to become a node in Ripple's on-demand liquidity service. And their service basically streamlines international payments for big companies. Uphold's role in that will be to convert XRP into fiat currency, USD, pound sterling, and euros, and to handle bank payouts in Europe, UK, and the US. It's a really important deal for us, not just because of the direct benefit, but because it signals the strategic direction we want to take the company. This one deal has the potential to double our volumes next year, not our revenues, our volumes. But more importantly, it exposes us to recurring payment flows. And it plays to the utility use case of crypto as opposed to the retail speculation case that crypto is perhaps best known for. The deal positions Uphold as an infrastructure component in international payments. And that's very much the direction we want to take Uphold. My goal is to get the company to a point where by the end of 2026, we generate the majority of our revenues from enterprise clients like Ripple. Now, most people know us as a retail app, and we're known for a super easy UX, a very wide choice of tokens, and retail is going to remain an important part of what we do. But our real superpower is really as a platform that can be used by enterprise clients to move fiat into crypto across different networks. And it can be used for payments in particular. And it's worth just digging in a little bit at the start, Joe, into our model and what makes us different. So we're effectively a prime broker, and we're the counterparty to every customer trade on the Uphold platform. Now, we rebalance our reserve by doing trades at 30 underlying venues that include centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and OTC brokers. So effectively, our pricing engine is listening to pricing right across the market. It identifies the best pricing in the market. We can see the quantities available at certain prices. We can uncover multiple paths to achieve best execution. We cover, for example, USD pairs, Euro pairs, pound sterling pairs, ETH pairs, wrapped ETH pairs, USDT pairs. So there are literally hundreds of paths to execute a trade. And if you look at why Ripple chose us, it's primarily for our ability in terms of being able to move large quantities of XRP into the market without moving the price. So it's all about our ability to price and trade to extremely narrow spreads. And the reason we're excited about this is it's payments. So it's recurring income, it's recurring flows, which is a much nicer business than the sort of very feast or famine nature of retail. And, this is a poster child for the kind of deal that we want to do and how we want the platform to be used, because it generates potentially higher quality revenues. And we've got other similar deals in the platform. And the other thing that's significant from my point of view is it's an example of how we're plugging Uphold as a platform into a large installed user base. So the Uphold ODL platform already handles hundreds of millions of dollars of flow a year. So it's not like you're plugging into a startup and you're inheriting execution risk. So for us, it's a very exciting project. It goes live on a very tight time frame, actually. We've got the first live trades due in December. So at that point, I'll pause, Joe, because and let you chip in.
I didn't know that. That's thumbnail worthy, live in December. That's a good one. That I have never in my life been more happy about the fact that I own Uphold private equity, Ripple private equity, and Link2 private equity. I own them all. And I think that the next year is going to be exciting. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. But I am, look, if you haven't checked Link2 out, they're my sponsor. Go check them out. They have got it going on. And so does eGrag Crypto. XRP primed for volcanic eruption. Don't miss out. Let's see what he says. XRP is about to unleash a volcanic eruption that will astonish even seasoned OGs. I'm a seasoned OG. Well, it's going to astonish me. I'm looking forward to it. Skeptics beware, your doubts will soon turn into agony. Peek at the chart below. Now, here's what I want you to see about his chart below. Check this out. Look at where his line is basically, this is the $27 and this is $18 right here. Well, the reason I wanted to show you this is because this guy, who is not even an XRP guy, did this. He's got 244,000 followers, and apparently he's a chart guy. Listen to what he says right here at about this mark.
For the next bull cycle, we're preparing for institutional adoption. We're preparing for all these things, the next level for crypto. This is in play. This is where my mind started to kind of become very surprised, digging into data. Specifically XRP. XRP had a rough time in recent years because of what happened with the SEC. The fact that they have a cycle, we're about to enter this cycle, and XRP or Ripple won the case with SEC, it's a whole new world for XRP. And I don't know if you remember, before the whole SEC mess, XRP was a dominant force in crypto. And I think once again, that is the case. It's a top crypto. It's right there with Bitcoin, Ethereum. And you can just see back here in 2017,
it's going to be bigger.
XRP dominance, 18% or so. Back here, and this is topping out. This is like topping out range. XRP dominance back here, around 17% or so. I calmed down the number a little bit. I didn't want to just say, hey, we're going to reach that area again. I calmed down the area a little bit in terms of dominance. And I said, okay, how about 10% dominance, right? If we take 10%, that's right around here. And it's a nice average of all of these swing highs in terms of dominance. And XRP could very much get there. And it could surpass it. I get that. But that's $1 trillion market cap for XRP. A lot of people, I'm sure, think it's going to go higher. But just based on that number alone, and this is kind of where the numbers are like, oh, wow, because this is so realistic. $1 trillion market cap for XRP. It can do it. XRP would be looking at around $18, all-time high in that environment. That's just under 3,000%.
$18.
Just under 3,000%, right around 3,000%.
3,000%.
Those are some nice gains for this blue chip. And that's a good segue to Cardano, because one of the things I really like about ADA.
So that guy's not even an XRP guy, folks. they're finally waking up to the fact XRP is the one. I've said it all along. It's the one. I think it's going to be higher. It's going to be the number one crypto before this game's over. And that's when you can come see me in Jackson Hole or somewhere like that. I don't know about Jackson Hole, but somewhere like that. Now, I'm going to put this directly and firmly. I think the red file has now gotten so big that we're into the third file. We're going to have to create a new red file. This goes in the All the World's a Stage. Did you know from the BIS, the Central Bank of Central Banks, did you know we are the regulatory co-host of 2023 DC FinTech Week on the 6th through the 9th of November? Look who's going to be in attendance. Brad Garlinghouse, Gary Gensler, Michael Barr, who used to be on Ripple's board or an advisor or something, Mike Novogratz, who is betting dimes to donuts and always happens to know what the regulators are going to do before they do it. Undersecretary of the Treasury for Domestic Finance. That's all. To quote Forrest Gump, that's all I've got to say about that. John Deaton, read what Stuart Alderoty cites. Stuart Alderoty says, another loss this week for the SEC. The streak continues. The Second Circuit in SEC versus Govil, I guess, held that the SEC can't ask for the crippling disgorgement award without first proving that investors suffered actual financial harm. In other words, no harm, no foul. And John Deaton says, SEC arguing that it was the SEC's grossly overbroad allegations unsupported by 76 years of case law that was harming investors, not Ripple. The SEC harmed investors. All right, now, folks, I'm going into the private group now, and I'm going to repeat it. Get ready to be shocked, because I'm going to shock some folks in there today. Go to DAIXRP.com. You can join. My commitment is that I'm making it worth your while, and today, it's worth your while. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that in DAIXRP.com today's the day I'm going to shock you. Okay? If you just saw in the group here what I just showed, you might be shocked right now. I don't believe there are any coincidences, folks. Thanks for listening.